Carl, Brendan, and Dan here from Brrraaains A Head-Banging Life. Reaction time. And it's Aephanemer. Aephanemer? Am I saying it right?
No.
Say it then.
It's Aephanemer.
Aephanemer. Aephanemer.
It's more like an French. Put some French attitude on it.
The song is Panta Rhei. I'm not even going to try and say it. This band is one of your favorite, right?
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I became a big fan of them, like with the previous album, Brrraaains. They had a fair few albums before that, which I wasn't really aware of. So I kind of got on board with the last album, listened back and enjoyed it. But yeah, big fan. I think they're really cool. Really good band. Power, mellow. They're kind of one of those bands that kind of, you could argue that they're folk metal, you could argue they're power metal. Most people argue they're melodic death metal, but I don't think you could clearly 100% bank them in either one. Yeah, if Dan likes it, they're also metalcore. But yeah, French band. Obviously, Brrraaains was really like the big deal for them, their last album, because previously to that, I believe they were still unsigned. And it was that album that saw Napalm Records pick them up, and then they re-released the album with the whole sort of fanfare and whatnot from a big label. And then this is the first proper album, which is called A Dream of Wilderness on Napalm Records. So
yeah, November 19th for the release of that. Dan, are you aware of this band?
Of course I'm not. They're not metalcore.
Okay, well, let's see if...
Are they?
Oh, yeah, exactly. You don't know.
Let's find out. Are they metalcore?
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, they're not metalcore.
That's a power metal. I'm expecting a dragon to fly in.
The drummer looks very happy. Looks pleased to be there.
Power metal. Why wouldn't he be happy?
That's the metalcore moment.
It's a breakdown, Dan. I thought it was ending. It's not. Are we actually done now? There's a few seconds left.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's done.
Yeah, pretty sure it's done. If I didn't know anything about this band at all, like, and this is the first song I heard, and I'd heard, you know, what you said at the start, the confusion or whatever about what kind of band this was, I'd think people were stupid. Because to me, that song, based off this track alone, is power folk. That's it. Literally exactly what it is. Where you might be getting a bit puzzled is because it's got harsh vocals, and normally with power metal particularly you associate with high clean singing, but that doesn't make it any less freaking power metal. Listen to those fucking guitars. But you have got a folkish element at a certain time as well in there. I think that's quite important. I'm a little underwhelmed, if I'm honest. I think it should have ended about a minute and a half earlier, and drop into what I thought was it actually ending, and then I was like, oh, it's like 3 minutes 40 seconds, and then to do that sort of melodic part that then just come back and do the same thing. Admittedly, there was at least some layering of vocals there as a clean person singing with the harsh vocals. That was a bit different, but ultimately musically it sounded exactly the same. It's like, wow, you've stretched this out to almost 5.5 minutes, and it felt stretched, which is a real shame because everything about that I really, really like. I like the speed of the guitars. I like that power metal highs. I like the energy that comes with it. I like the harsh vocals. It's something different in that style of music. So overall, like, I'm underwhelmed more than anything else. And I'd kind of just feel like it needed trimming down to be a really strong song. And the only thing I'll add, last thing I'll say about, and it's a negative thing, the video was fucking terrible. It's just like, here's some shots of some water and waves and cliffs, and every so often it's us playing in like a stage with some video backdrops. It was like, I didn't get it. Like in relation, I don't know what Panta Rhei, I should Google it, but yeah, I don't know, just underwhelmed. Anything to add?
Panta Rhei means everything flows.
See, that still doesn't make any sense. That's the sea. Like, show me a stream then. Show me a river flowing, like a river bed, river mouth. Show me a stream where I get the impression of flow. But it was the same kind of shots over and over again of a freaking...
I'm being angry about the type of water they used.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to get stuck in that. I really don't want to get stuck in that. I want to go back to my original point where it's just like, I really feel like it could have been tighter and shorter.
That's right. Fuck the lot of you. I'm out. No, I'm joking.
This isn't a battle.
No. Well, at least I know to keep that one out. I keep Aephanemer out of the battles, because this is quite typical of them. Actually, and this is quite a short song for the band. I think sometimes like the reason that people kind of bring the melodeath thing in is one of the bands, or they previously said before, bigger influences, and it's also perhaps why the guitars are the way they are and have the tone they are, is Children of Bodom, or Alexei in particular.
That makes sense.
And I think maybe that's where some, because even though Children of Bodom at times had that kind of power metal-y soloing, and whereas these have just kind of go for that. And what I really like about the band, and what I've always liked, but I get that it's not everyone's cup of tea, and that's fine. They're mine. Leave them alone. Is that they kind of just like, from note one, it's high octane guitars, and it's that all the way through. It's like one huge solo, different layers and different harmonies, and they've got the two guitarists and that, but it is like a 6 minute long solo of sorts. You know what I mean? It doesn't really have that kind of guitar sort of verse riff, chorus riff. You know what I mean? It just, here's our line and we're going to fucking play it as fast as we can all the way through. I'd imagine they get fucking exhausted when they play live, guitarists in particular, because all their songs generally, most of their songs run at that speed. They put a lot of focus on the guitar side of things within the band, because Procopton and this new album as well, they always, it's always like 20 odd tracks, because it's the first part of the album with vocals, and then all of the songs as instrumental versions as well. So yeah, look, here's what it is, isn't it? I think they're great. I'm a big fan. Can't wait for the new album. Already pre-ordered an extremely expensive box set. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Go on, Dan.
I didn't like it.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have been fine with the instrumental. I think the vocals grated me a bit too much, and I think in the same sentiment at about 3 minutes 40, I thought, oh, it's over. Oh, no, it's not. And I was disappointed by that fact, because I feel like it's just not my cup of tea.
No, it is. That's one of those where it really does make sense, where this is so far from your comfort zone. I'm surprised you're not bleeding from your ears or something by now. Maybe you are. We just don't know.
I'm not.
I can't believe we listen to songs by bands like Blanket and give more positive feedback to that than this. But anyway, aside from that, I'm not bitter.
No, I just want to. I want to go back to this and say I am not in the same camp as Dan. I liked that. The word was underwhelmed, but it's kind of, I was hoping for something spectacular, and I got something that was just all right. That was okay. When I listen to the full album and that comes on, I'm not going to skip it, but I'm probably not going to be that excited about it. Well, you're not going to listen to the full album. I saw your mouth. You will, but you're not going to bother, are you?
No, not exactly.
There'll be a metalcore fucking band with a new album out.
Oh yeah, there definitely will be.
Varying views here. We basically have one person who loves it, one person who hates it, and me sitting squarely in the middle. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com, as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr. Go to Patreon to help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?